Hi, my name is Georgina. I'm a Selves Coach and also a slow self coach. These two might sound related, and maybe they are. I am a marketing expert at Selves Cards, and I am responsible for internationally knowledge or international fame or international usage of these cards. I am also here as a fellow coach and a fellow mental health expert who would really love to help other experts like yourself to be able to use their tools as handy and as practical as possible. We know after COVID that online sessions became very sought after, and we want to help Selves Cards community and Selves Cards coaches to be able to use Selves Cards internationally, online, from wherever you want to. In this upcoming 20-25 minutes, I will introduce you to Selves Cards if you're not familiar with it, and I will also help you to use any kind of cards in an online setting or in an online session. Please, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to write us on Instagram or LinkedIn. And personally, I'm happy if you connect with me. And also, please purchase our cards, because if you do it in November, I will have a one-on-one session with you with Selves Cards. So a little bit about me. I'm an integral and slow coach working internationally. I'm usually situated in Budapest, Hungary, or in Manchester, UK, or you might be getting to have a little chat with me in Barcelona during summer or fall. So I've been a coach for more than 10 years now. I love to travel. I lived in the US. I also lived in the UK, and I'm also planning to move back to Manchester. So I hope we can meet somewhere in the world. The two very important issues for me when it comes to working with clients is accessibility and making impact. And making an impact as a coach and as a mental health expert, it's really about the experience a person, a client has in our sessions. And I think tools help us a lot. Even with questions and with our personality, we can help someone to overcome a big fear, to face certain issues. And coaching cards, they do the same. When I have the time and the opportunity, I prefer to work in person. And there's another reason, because I'm a slow self coach. I try to ask people to slow down. And digital world, it's really making things faster. It speeds up the processes, and people want to speed up, and sometimes we don't take the time to meet in person, and we want to just go online and get over with. So about Selves Cards, usually when we are in person, this is how Selves Cards works. So you see the cards. We're going to talk about the cards a little bit more. The woman you see in the corner is Reka. Reka discovered, created, put together the system of Selves Cards. I'm going to talk a little bit about what are these systems, how do they work. But it's usually there's an arranged system how we display the cards, and then we start to work with it. You will see that Reka is usually putting it down to the floor. She has this, if there's space for it, there's a certain arrangement that we use, but it's totally okay if we are a little bit messier and we lay out all the cards. Now there are 54 cards in the Selves sets, so there's a lot of selves that we can choose from, or our client can choose from, and this might be sometimes too much for an online session. So we're gonna look into that, how we can use online sessions and Selves Cards in this kind of situations. Now, this is one card that you can see on the left from Selves Cards, and you will always see one main image, one that is hand drawn by Reka. At the bottom, the name of the card. Here is the witness, and there are two symbols or signs on the left and the right hand side of the title. Now these little colored circles, we're going to talk about this, but this is the spiral dynamics. And on the right side, it's not astrology, but it's Enneagram. And these are the two systems that the card is using for self-discovery. Now, there's a 200 pages book that we give with the cards. And in this book, you will see each card's explanation and also a guide on how to use the cards. For example, you will find individual and group uses of the cards. An individual use is containing exercises for three types of practices. For example, inner team building that you can explore personal resources with, inner mediation to do with internal conflicts. So for example, if your clients have a decision to make and there are some internal conflicts that she or he is facing, you can do the inner mediation exercise with him or her. All the new rules. Now this is something that we really love to do during New Year's or birthdays, or I usually have with my clients this kind of birthday celebration or ritual where we do let go of the old self and we discuss what are the traits, what are the personality, little pieces that we think or feel that we have outgrown, and also see and take on new ones and see what resources we might need to activate in order to grow into this new self. So I use for this exercises Selves Cards a lot, online and in person. On the left hand side you see the Enneagram type symbolized with a butterfly, and I think it perfectly captures what an enthusiast is. And also the spiral dynamics. On my personal page, I talk a lot about spiral dynamics. We teach on trainings about these two systems, and also there's a brief summary in the book. So I'm not going to go into that. There will also be a name for each card. For example, the hedonist. The hedonist is an enthusiastic Enneagram type card on the orange level. And you will see a brief summary of what the hedonist character or self in our self means. So the lover of pleasure. Reka also included some coaching questions on each page of the cards. These can help you guide your client in discovering more of her or his hedonist self. Now, what makes Selves really special and why I really love to work with it is that each character of Selves Cards deck was born at an intersection of these two systems, the Enneagram and the spiral dynamics. So the Enneagram describes and analyzes the 9 personality types of human nature. Spiral dynamics is a developmental model of the human psyche, values, and worldviews. So Selves combines these two systems in a unique and innovative way and put them at the service of your own professional or personal development work. We have coaches who are using Selves Cards in different, so I'm a slow self coach. I am helping people slow down and grab the present and hold on and enjoy the present moment. Okay, let's move on to using coaching cards with Mural. If you know the system, excellent. If you're not, then you're gonna get to know it. because this can transform your digital collaboration or digital sessions. We have talked about it, and I don't think I have to tell you, face-to-face conversations evolved into online interactions. There are many digital adaptations, from apps to tools that we use in order to give a fuller experience in a coaching session. Mural helped me to increase the interactiveness of my online sessions when I'm interacting with coaching clients around the world. So this is what I'm using in any type of coaching cards, including Selves Cards. Let's see why we should use coaching cards with Mural. First of all, and we're going to look into Mural in just a second, and I will help you how you can use it, for example, with Selves Cards. But first, these are the three most important things that I think we need to understand. First of all, there is this digital flexibility. With Mural, these cards can be, or any kind of cards can be digitized. You just need to take images of those cards. And with Canva, for example, you can cut them out and make them really easily accessible to your clients and also shareable. You might be able to send them these cards without needing any kind of physical transportation. They can print them out at home. And this can be really useful because they can use it as an anchor. Also, what I really love in person sessions is the interactive experience. You can touch the card. You will see that in Selves Cards it is also very important to be able to play around with the cards, to sometimes express the interaction between selves by putting them side by side or put them one above the other. And Mural helps to experience this interactiveness. Also, documenting. I don't know about you, but every coaching session and during and after each coaching session, I do massive documentation. And I do not record, or if my client needs it, I do record sessions, but usually I don't. And this means that I have to rely on my memory, or many of us taking notes. I also take notes if necessary. For me, Mural, because we are documenting during the session, and I'm asking the client to document, to write down, to summarize, and to put down in words, in colors, so it occupies more senses in the process for the client, and it also helps me to understand and to remember what was the process after the session. So it's really useful to use Mural this way. Okay, so here we are. Let's imagine you are my client and we just open Mural and we are doing a Selves Card session, and it's going to be inner team building, and we would like to explore your resources. Now, I have set up previously, based on the exercises in Selves Cards, this canvas, right? And we are zooming in. So we are going to discover each of these sessions. And if I don't want you to look at the other sessions, that's totally fine, because I can zoom in, and I can hide different parts of this canvas. In the first area, I will ask you, or you can ask your clients to identify the goal, the challenge she or he is facing. Ask them to write down in the center. Because it's an interactive application, she or he can put a card here and write down, type in real time what challenge she is facing. Then we are moving on, and we're going to start collecting cards. So in the second phase, we're gonna ask them to choose a character who will help and support you in the situation written down here. Now, if I scroll down, I can reveal the cards that I have gathered for her or him. And this way, she or he will able to look at the cards, you know, as if it would be in front of him or her, and say, for example, that the hedonist is the one who is helping me. And so he or she is dragging this card right here. Okay, and then we are starting to talk about it, like, who is this hedonist part of you? Every answer the client is giving, we can write down in Mural, write down here. You can make this card smaller or bigger. You don't have to have this little note here, but if you're not that experienced or you're using the cards as a new Selves Coach, then it's okay if you have these. And this process is going with the obstacle self, so the one self that holds you back. We again ask to choose a character that is holding you back. For example, he or she might say that the critic is holding me back. I don't know if I'm good enough to take this job. The mystery item, we have included another platform, which is Random Image Picker. Random Image Picker works in a way that you include your Selves cards, and then you let it pick a random image. And we usually have this in person as well, that we shuffle the cards. It's not something that, you know, we out loud discussing, choosing the client. So it's not the way that we usually have it in our personal sessions, because there we shuffle the cards previously of the blind spot. We talk through why he or she is choosing a card, what is she seeing. Maybe she will grab or pick 3 cards, and we're going to talk through which is the strongest one. Now, at the blind spot, we want to have a shocking aha effect, and this is achieved by collecting all the cards, shuffling them, and randomly picking one. Now, this is what we can also do online, because here we let randomly. Okay, and we got the Fool, and this is where we go back to Mural and say that, okay, the Fool was randomly chosen. So we put the mystery item right here, right? For example here. And then we start to discuss this as well. So I really hope that you got the gist of how to use coaching cards in Mural. You need to think through what kind of processes, how you're using in your one-on-one sessions, in-person sessions, the cards, and create the canvas, create the setting for your session in Mural. This is what we use, and we help our Selves Cards coaches when they join our community. You can join our community by buying the cards, the set of cards. And I really thank you, and I hope you will join our international SaaS community. Please do not hesitate to contact me, to ask me questions. And in November, if you buy the card, then you will have a one-on-one session with me that we can talk about your marketing, using coaching cards, using self cards in Mural in your online sessions. So hope to see you soon, and have a lovely day.